Do you like fire? Do you like burning stuff? Do you like playing an old lady wizard that rides the razor's edge between killing everything and killing herself in a fiery explosion of death? Well, I've got the build for you. But first, let's talk about Pyromancer. Her passive ability, Critical Mass, increased critical strike chance based on overcharge level up to 30%. This applies to both range and melee. Her career skill, the Burning Head, Sienna unleashes a fiery projectile that seeks out foes. She's also got 3 perks now. Searing Focus, increased range damage by 10%. The Volan's Doctrine is a perk now, no longer slowed from being overcharged, and one with actually 50% increased max overcharge. So as you can probably guess, this is a heavily ranged focused build. For that reason, I'm going to say that the melee weapon of choice for this particular build isn't super important. The build can handle any type of enemy in the game except really monsters and Chaos Warriors, so if you wanted to bring a melee weapon good for Chaos Warriors, like the Flaming Flail, like the Crow Bill, I could see that. Personally, I like to use the Fire Sword with this build. I think its stagger potential is really nice and high. It's pretty easy to make temp health even with the Cleave talent. It's just really easy to stay alive here. However, I know some people are going to think that weapon choice is fucking weird. You don't have to use it, don't worry. However, the staff of choice today is the Conflict Staff, which is going to be very, very, very good at making lots and lots of fire and death. For her level 10 line down here, Ride the Firewind, and the way I look at Ride the Firewind, it ticks up from 1 to 25 and then back down from 25 to 1. The way I look at it, basically as long as it's over 7, you're at least getting an enhanced power equivalent value out of it. So from 7 to 25 and then back down from 25 to 7, good value. From 6 to 1 and then back up to 1 to 6, poor value. Most of the time it's going to be up, so I'm actually okay with this talent now that it got changed a little bit to give you some more power. Since my goal is to stack for the most ranged power possible, I will be taking enhanced power, which increases your total power level by 7.5%. Level 20 line down here on the Precipice increases your range power by 20% when you're at above high critical overcharge. You see how this works, right? We're just stacking power on top of power, baby. On her level 25 line, we're going with a new talent, Flame Strike's Tutelage. Sienna gains 80% reduction on venting damage. Each nearby enemy decreases the damage reduction by 20%. I think this talent very much fits what we're trying to do here. We're going to be casting out with the staff. We will need to vent on occasion, and if we position ourselves right, we'll usually be in the back of the group or kind of away from enemies if possible, nuking them from afar, and when we vent, it shouldn't hurt us quite as much. And then down here on the level 30 line, the new talent, Dissipating Rictus. The Burning Head grants 50% charge speed and overhead explosion immunity for 12 seconds. This talent is freaking amazing. One of the reasons I like it so much with the Conflict Staff is that increase to your charge speed. You're able to get out whole, gigantic casts of fire much faster over and over again for 12 seconds. It's going to allow you great horde control from a distance, and even pretty decent elite damage, minus Chaos Warriors simply because of their armor class. On the equipment side here, like I said, I'm weird. I do like the Fire Sword. I'm going with attack speed, block cost reduction, and Opportunist. Opportunist is very important with the Fire Sword. The description says increases the push strength by 50% when used against an attacking enemy. However, that's only half the story because Opportunist also works when you are attacking as well. So that heavy attack that everybody loves with the Fire Sword, which already has a lot of stagger, now gets even more. For the Conflict Staff, I'm going with Power Burst Armored, Crit Chance, and Hunter. Hunter, when we crit, is going to give us 25% increased power against targets of the same armor class for a couple of seconds. This is excellent because we're going to be able to stack that much more power. 25% from Hunter, 20% from On the Precipice, 7.5 from Enhanced Power, and whatever the hell we're going to get from Ride the Firewind. It could be as much as 1, could be as much as 25, and everything in between. For the necklace, I'm going to go with Health, Block Cost Reduction, and Boonashalia to make just a little bit more temp health from the Fire Sword. If you wanted to use Barkskin here, also not a problem. On my charm, I've got Power Burst Armored and Power Burst Infantry with Concoction, so no matter what potion I have, I can get another free use of my ultimate. I wanted to focus a lot of extra damage against armored units, since that is kind of the weak point of the build, and then infantry just covers any enemy that's not armored, minus berserkers. And for the trinket, I'm going with 5% extra crit chance, 30% stamina recovery for a little bit of survivability, and grenadier. But that's the build, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to this channel, leave me a like, and hey, maybe join my Discord, link in the description down below. We got over 2,200 people in there that play Vermintide, that play Darktide. People just chat and hang out and don't play anything, but hey, at least they're there. Till next time, guys. See ya.